Thomas, goeiemôre. Hoe gaan dit?
Goeiemôre Leon, dit gaan baie goed. Veral as ek met 'n koppie koffie in my hand sit, dan gaan dit nog beter.
Ek gaan jou nou nie join met die koppie koffie nie. Jy weet my aversie van kafeïne en so aan, maar each to his own. So,
ja.
Ons het nou besluit dis wat ons gaan doen en dis hoe ons hopelik ons gaan definitief op hierdie manier 'n gesprek hê. Die gesprekke wat ons amper elke dag het oor die telefoon, gaan ons dan nou record for posterity as dit die regte woord is. En ons gaan dit nog erger, ons gaan dit beskikbaar maak aan die mense wat ons ken. Mag die Here hulle spaar, want ek vermoed daar gaan 'n paar dinge gesê word.
Yeah, but Leon, there's a quote that I really like, and so I'm speaking English for our international audience as well. And the quote that I really enjoy is, "A life worth living is a life worth recording." And that's what we've had. We often have these conversations about if people just knew about all the stuff that we went through. And so we're busy recording our lives because our lives were worth living.
And Thomas, you are definitely 100% true. I was studying my family's, I'm going to try and pronounce it correctly, genealogy, my family roots. And I think we actually touched on it last night in our discussion, but okay. My family came to South Africa somewhere in 1756, and many things happened, and that is definitely a discussion that we should have, but not today. But the reason why I bring that up, and you know me, I'm very much one for taking the digressive forked road. If I want to go from A to B, I will probably meet C, D, X, Y, Z to the rest of the alphabet before I get to B. But the bottom line is, I always regretted not recording or writing down my grandfather's stories. And he had stories. I mean, this is a guy who got a ox wagon as a present for his wedding. And he lived with me to see the space shuttle being launched. I actually remember I was in his house when we were looking at Neil Armstrong landing on the moon. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to put a fib on him, because in 1969 South Africa didn't have television. But my uncle, my mother's younger brother, he was very much into this as well. So we hired a 16mm camera and a film, and we watched the moon landing. But similarly, even though in the time that I was researching my family's history, I regret of not writing down or recording my own father's stories. And I'm pretty sure you do too.
No, of course. But I think in this forum that we've just started now, and that's off to you for persevering that we can actually make our first video together. We are actually the little bits that we can remember, we will be recording. And yeah, so it's the same story about planting a tree. You know, the best time to plant a tree is like flipping a couple of years ago. But the second best time is now. And so that is why we're recording these things now. So we're planting that tree.
We are exactly doing that. And I've noticed through the years of being a lecturer, I can be a little bit overbearing, talking over other people. You know, I want to get my story out, which is not fair. But okay, we speak almost every day. So I know you are going to say your saying, but this is now our first official interview style recording, and I've sent you the response from a person who's actually, you know, somebody that I actually personally know who is making money from YouTube, and he said there's definitely scope, blah, blah, blah. So, my friend, what do you remember of 1973?
1973, I went to Angola. I was still a small little chokkertjie, and I think that's about one of the few things I remember is going to Angola in 1973.
Yes, and maybe, you know, I said we're going to switch between languages, and of course, there are some things that is just better said in Afrikaans, with Afrikaans being 100 years old on 8 May. But some of the things is just easier said in English.
Maar Afrikaans is 'n wonderlike taal. Dit is so al is ek eintlik 'n Engelsman. I love Afrikaans. I love Afrikaners, and so to me, Afrikaans is it's everybody. You know, it's black, white, all different cultures. So to me, I like the inclusivity of Afrikaans as South Africans as a nation. So ek hou van Afrikaans. Ek het maar hoekom ek so baie Engels praat? Okay, omdat ek 'n Engelsman is. But I'm also not too sure where this YouTube channel is going to go. Jy weet, so dit gaan en miskien met ons party hierdie is nou 'n multilingual geselsie wat ons nou doen. Maar miskien moet ons 'n Afrikaanse en 'n Engelse praatjie organise op alternative dates of so days. I'm not too sure. Miskien moet ons die viewers wat hierdie video op die oomblik kyk, comment down in the comment. Do you want a mixed channel, or do you want an English channel, or for English and Afrikaans? And we can actually put it under that playlist. Afrikaanse videos, English videos, mixed videos of so iets. This is the exploratory talk.
Hierdie is 'n begin gesprek en jy is 100% reg, want as ons kyk na the Kiefness, en ek was bietjie geskok toe ek sien wat sy dollar waarde is. Weet, hy's 'n Afrikaanse Suid-Afrikaner en sy dollar waarde is hoog. En dan is daar hierdie ander vrou, nou het ek haar naam vergeet, maar sy
is dit nou Zim dollar waarde of Amerikaanse dollar?
Amerikaanse dollar waarde.
Okay.
En weet, ons praat nou al in die miljoene. Ek praat nie van 1 of 2 dollar nie. So, jy's reg. Ons moet 'n comment section oopmaak of vra, wat wil julle hê? Of hou julle van wat ons doen? Want soos jy sê, hierdie is exploratory. Maar soos jy sê, Afrikaans is opgemaak uit so baie goed uit. So, in a way, we were the first people that expropriated something. We expropriated ideas and words and things from other languages because in Afrikaans we incorporated woorde van die Maleiers, die Khoi, die Hollanders wat nou weet in teorie ons land begin het. Ons het al daai goed bymekaar begin gooi en toe kom hierdie klomp Engelse ook nog. En dan wil ek nie eers praat van die klomp Franse nie. En ons gooi hierdie hele spul bymekaar en ons meng dit goed deur mekaar. En toe kry ons Afrikaans. So,
Ja.
Afrikaans is hier, ek bedoel, Afrikaans is hier om te bly. Daar's by my absoluut geen twyfel daaroor nie. So, jy's reg. Ons moet weet waarna toe ons gaan. Maar so 1973, vir my is dit altyd maklik om te onthou. 1971 was ek in standaard 1, 1973 was standaard 3, 1975 was standaard 5, 1979 was ek in standaard 9, 1980 was ek matriek. And if you do the sums, 1980 is 'n groot klomp jare gelede. Toe is ek al uit die skool uit. Ek is al meer as 40 jaar in die universiteit uit, soos jy ook. Maar ons kom nou terug na in 1973 was jy 'n seentjie, ek was 'n seentjie en ons het ons fietsse gery en man, ek het nou amper gesê ons het baie kak aangejaag, maar ek mag nie dit sê nie want ons het jong kykers. Maar dan val jy van jou fiets af. Want daai tyd was daar nog nie skateboards nie. Of jy gaan klim berg teen jou ma se opdrag in. En daai is ook 'n gesprek vir 'n ander keer. Maar nou kom jy terug en jou neus bloei. Wat het die ou mense gedoen om te keer om jou neusbloei te stop? How did they resolve nose bleeding in 1973?
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that because I actually I was like a tall, thin beanstalk type oak, and my nose bled quite a lot when I was 10 years old. And so I remember I used to lie on my back with a koue lappie on my head, or yeah, we used to get like a piece of tissue and someone stick it up your nose. You know?
Yes, like that.
Yeah, so that's, yeah. And so that's what we did. It was like a part of life, you know.
Well, yeah, as you say, I remember having nosebleeds as a kid a lot. And that's why it sort of sparked the thought, because apart from lying on your back and doing the toilet paper in your nose, I remember two very weird things. Every Afrikaans household had a medicine box, you know, emergency medicine with gauze and plasters, mostly plasters, but and Mercurochrome.
Oh yes, Mercurochrome, yeah.
But they always had this big, almost see-through crystal, alum. And I must actually check on Google what alum is or was. Well, no, I guess it's still something that is. But what my mother would used to do is take a knife and then scrape off this crystal some white powder and then make you sniff it while your nose is bleeding to help stop the bleeding. And then the other
Did it help? Did it help?
I think it helped in many cases because it, again, I'm not 100% sure the chemical makeup of alum, but it obviously must have helped the hemoglobin in your blood to coagulate quicker. So alum powder definitely worked. And then the other thing is, I mean, you say lying on your back with a koualapi on your forehead. What my mother used to do is make me bend forward over a pail or a skottel and then apply ice to the back of my head. And for some reason, that also helped. Or maybe that's just an old wives' tale. But these were a few of the things. How nose bleeding was stopped. Toe ons nog kinders was, het ons deur al hierdie drama gegaan. Net om ons neus
te
bloei.
Ja, 'n ander interessante ding wat ek weet nie of julle ook, want jy het nou obviously in Noord-Transvaal groot geword.
Ja,
en ek het daai tyd die watse ding?
Die Bosveld.
Die Bosveld, okay. En ek het in Suidwes groot geword. En ons het 'n storieetjie daar gehad. Ek wil jou nou eintlik 'n vraag vra, want daar ons is ook vertel as ons jelly eet, baie jelly, rou jelly. Nou nie aangemaakte jelly nie. Dat dit ook gaan help om ons, so ek het weet om ons neuse nie te laat bloei nie. So ek het verskriklik baie pakkies. Sorry?
Soos 'n jelly poeier uit die sakkie uit.
Ja.
Okay.
Ja, so ons het ja, en dan ek onthou wat ons die jelly in ons hande ingesit het, nê. En dan eet jy, as jy daai rooi jelly poeier geëet het, dan was jou hande rooi gewees van jelly eet.
Ja.
En ek is nou nie seker of dit gewerk het of nie, maar ons het jelly poeier geëet.
Jelly poeier. Ja.
Ja.
Maar ja, ek bedoel, ons kan seker vir 2 ure aangaan as ons nie stop nie. So
nee, kyk, my koffie is klaar, so ek dink laat ons môre nog 'n conversation hê.
Laat ons weer vorentoe môre 'n conversation hê, maar bring idees vorendag per WhatsApp, e-mail, whatever. Maar so Thomas, baie dankie. Ons groet nou.
Ja.
So, totsiens Thomas.
Dankie Leon, en ek waardeer, dit is altyd baie lekker om met jou te gesels en te gesels oor die goeie ou dae.
Okay. Nou gaan ek
stuur vir Piper groete.
Ek sal so maak, maar ek